Whew. Oh, Gesundheit. Good morning, friends. Happy March 20th today. My name is Mr. Daly, and this is my social studies class. Yesterday, we started by talking through how to get signed up on Google Classroom. Today, we're going to take it a step further, and we are going to watch today's news together and talk about it. After yesterday's video, I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some videos for parents and for students that explain Google Classroom, explain some of our apps. But I'm going to do that separately from the part of the work where we watch the news together. In Mr. Daly's social studies class, most of my students are super comfortable with the technology. So I'm going to go over that separately with parents, I think. So, okay, let's start. If you could notice on the screen, I'm using my mouse. I'm going up to the web bar and I'm typing in the address, CNN10. I've already got it up. So let's start today's news.
Fridays are still awesome, just maybe a little less so. Thanks, coronavirus. An update on that and some of the misinformation being spread about it online are our first subjects today on CNN 10. All right, let's get started. The virus is still spreading in the United States and abroad. Global stock markets are still seeing wild swings and losses. And as governments consider more restrictions to try to fence in COVID-19, hospitals are feeling the pressure. Providence St. Joseph Health is a system of more than
As we're watching the news, I'm seeing a lot of doctors and nurses taking care of people and doing tests on people. If we were in class right now, I would ask you guys to do a turn and talk about an experience with doctors. But since you're at home watching this, I want you to either think on your own or with a parent to talk about how you feel when you go to the doctor. Hopefully you guys had a chance to talk about how important it is to go to the doctor and the role they play in keeping you healthy. The doctors do really good work and do an important work here.
50 hospitals. Together, they use about 250,000 protective masks every year. Because of coronavirus, a single hospital in that system has gone through that same amount of masks in 3 months. So some health systems are getting creative, sewing masks together or teaching people how to make them at home to deal with the shortfall. Health facilities that can afford it are also ordering more ventilators to help people with serious cases of the respiratory disease. More than 200,000 cases of coronavirus have been confirmed worldwide. More than 10,000 are in the United States. They've now been confirmed in all.
Something that jumped out at me was the number that they shared. 200,000 confirmed cases of the coronavirus and more than 10,000 in the United States. That's a lot. That's a lot of people. That's like 20 times all the people insurers catching it, or 10 times all the people at insurers catching it in the United States. A lot of people.
50 states, and New York has been the hardest hit with more than 4,100 cases. While there's still a lot that doctors don't know about this disease, they say they're learning more every day. For instance, new studies indicate that people who are infected but have no symptoms may still be able to spread COVID-19. So they're urging Americans, young people in particular, to stop attending large gatherings and to stop getting together in big groups. Officials are concerned about scenes like this one. This video was shot on Wednesday on a crowded beach in Florida. They're also concerned about some.
Looking at this picture of the beach, one of the concerns that people have about this virus is that if you cough and you've got the sickness, the germs go up in the air, and if you're at a beach with a bunch of people and someone coughs, then you could walk into it and get the sickness. And a lot of us, probably all of us right now, are staying home and stuck indoors because we're trying to avoid catching the sickness. So people, that's my daughter. She's watching with me. Say hi, Gracie. I can't talk to her. I'm working.
I was going to say, Daddy, you won't believe this.
Can you hold on? Can we finish watching the news and we'll talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me refresh the screen, guys. The news is giving me troubles. It is just like being at school. Internet problems here too.
Conspiracies are shared and reshared makes stopping something going viral online almost as difficult. Health officials are mounting a concerted effort to combat it, better known as the novel coronavirus that's spreading fast. There's a flow of misinformation online about the virus, and health officials are mounting a concerted effort to combat it. They're calling it an infodemic. Social media is a major driver in the spread of falsehoods. The ease with which conspiracies are shared and reshared makes stopping something going viral online almost as difficult as stopping a biological viral outbreak in the real world. A 2018 study by Facebook found information, including misinformation, can spread like a virus. Each person passes it along to almost two others. Fake facts in the wake of an epidemic is nothing new. But after the deluge of misinformation around the measles outbreak that started in 2018, the World Health Organization is taking new approaches to tackle the problem. Hey Andy, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Oh, look. It looks like she's doing her interview with this guest on a computer, kind of like I'm talking with you guys with the camera and microphone.
We call them infodemics. I think that this one could well be the first global one, yes.
Another area of misinformation is fake cures and remedies. Some are harmless,
Yeah, it is
using
pretty
garlic
cool.
water or basic herbal tonics, but others are dangerous.
It's absolutely a fertile ground for anyone who wants to disrupt an already disruptive situation for natural reasons.
Health officials are taking this infodemic seriously. The WHO is working directly with tech companies on a daily basis to flag and take down bad information, and to ensure that facts from reliable sources get to users first. Searching for coronavirus on sites like Twitter or Facebook pops up info boxes urging users to get the best information from reputable sources like government health organizations. We're seeing different approaches from different companies. Some of them are taking a more aggressive approach to taking down this content. Are there some that you're more pleased with than others?
Yes, definitely. I think it depends on the company's maturity with regards to their social impact and their social care for their users. Obviously, how much they care about the reputation and their history of their reputation. Of course, if they've suffered reputational knocks in the past, they're much more likely to respond now to help us.
We've contacted all the major platforms, and they've told us they're taking measures to combat this flow of misinformation. But these measures don't catch everything.
It's very difficult to just delete unless it's very clearly misinformation. And the tactics are not necessarily wrong. They are, in fact, provoking questioning and doubt, and you can't delete doubt.
In today's online world, there will always be misinformation. The challenge now for governments and platforms is how to fight a virus online.
10-second trivia. The tenure of what U.S. president
Hey,
made the
hey,
passage of the
B,
22nd Amendment?
CCC, D, D, D.
What does that mean?
I'll pause it. I always pause it at school. A, B, C, D. I know the answer, so I'm not going to guess. That'd be cheating.
FDR is a regular tradition in
Yeah, see, whoo! C1.
FDR won his fourth and last term of office in 1944, and though he didn't live to complete it or to
Grace, you want to come watch the news with me?
in 1945, the measures his
Oh, okay.
administration took during that war are well documented and widely studied.
We're watching with my whole class right now. We're watching with my whole class. We're on the camera.
The Trump administration says it'll help make up for possible shortages of medical supplies and deploy 2 hospital ships to increase medical capacity. President Donald Trump has compared this time to wartime.
For iron will, patriotism, and unified effort, the Second World War stands alone.
To this day, nobody's seen anything like what they were able to do during World War II. And now it's our time.
In the 1940s, under the War Powers Act, the president could effectively order industry to produce military supplies and prioritize delivery of military goods.
All work is war work.
He could impose censorship, manipulate the economy, even suspend common rights such as being Japanese Americans were locked up. And importantly, Roosevelt commanded a vast expansion of the nation's medical capabilities. Historian Douglas Springfield.
It was during World War II that FDR unleashed our scientists and medical experts to produce penicillin for the first time, different types of medicines to fight malaria, new ways of doing skin grafts to help people that were burned. And we've been living off of it ever since.
The public widely supported the war effort, with roughly 1 out of 10 Americans serving. The demand for labor brought women out in droves to take up tools on factory floors.
How do you like it?
Challenges were met time and again. Strictly enforced lights-out air raid drills were conducted. Rubber, gasoline, sugar, and more were rationed. Many families planted vegetable gardens to deal with shortages and bought war bonds to prop up the soaring cost to the government. Even Hollywood had a mission. Movie after movie, raising spirits and tying the
Yeah, Chris.
with battle.
It does look like a movie. They're showing clips of movies.
It was not perfect.
They're showing clips of movies.
Enough that more than a half century later, another president and other Americans.
We'll talk after the video, okay?
Everybody should learn from World War II. We can get through it. We can win.
Okay, I know these are strange times, but why would you call police on a family of ducks? Well, the reason was that they were in a dangerous part of town, one with people and traffic, and not a lot of good places to roost. So a police officer in Lakeland, Florida appeared on the scene to make sure they were all right, and then escort them to a nearby lake where they could get back to being ducks. The police say there's always something to smile about. And to keep you smiling or groaning, we would never duck out on the chance to try to quack you up with some foul-sounding duck punch. Because whether you meander into them thinking they're just ducky, or if you find them teally annoying, I happen to think that they can help with almost any malady. And I'll send you my bill. I'm Carl Azuz. Last stop today is in Saratoga Springs, Utah. We've got the Lions of Lakeview Academy watching today. We hope you guys and everyone else watching around the world has a great weekend ahead. From all of us here at CNN.
Thanks, Carl. All right, guys. Thanks for watching the news with me, and have a great day. Hold on.